What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sergi J. Today I'm going to go ahead and touch up on just pretty much my 1 year with this Pro Tune. A year ago today we got the car Pro Tune over at Snail Performance. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to give you an update and pretty much how I think about it. Let's go! Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Again, pretty much as I mentioned in the first clip there, I will just be going over my 1 year mark with the Pro Tune on the WRX. Again, it's a Pro Tune that pretty much has flex fuel, pretty much all bolt-ons you can do except for header and everything like that. So pretty much what I could tell you is the car runs beautiful. I've never had any issues with it. I haven't had any motor problems. I got the tune, I believe, when I had like 3,000 miles on the car. Car currently right now has about 13,000 roughly. So, I've had the tune for about 10,000 miles. Now, one thing I can tell you, definitely, and I've mentioned it before in my other videos, if you're considering, your very first mod, I always, and after the Pro Tune, I can tell you, I will suggest my favorite mod, and pretty much this is, had I gone this way, I would have started off with this. It's definitely flex fuel. Flex fuel, I can tell you, gets you your best bang for your buck, in my opinion. I believe the kit flex fuel costs what, $600, $600. Then of course you do have to get a Pro Tune, or you can do an e-tune. I won't touch on e-tunes too much because I don't have any experience with those. There is definitely tuners who do e-tunes, excuse me, and are pretty good at it. But I went ahead and I went for a Pro Tune with mine. Now with the Pro Tune, I can tell you it's nice because you have to, the tuner there with you. They actually are in your car on the dyno, and they're pretty much, making sure everything runs good right there in person. Whereas obviously with an e-tune, you don't get that same ability. I'd imagine very similar because you send them logs, and the log obviously is pretty detailed. But if you're considering the upgrade path and you're looking at what to mod, definitely consider flex fuel if you have ethanol nearby you. If you don't, I really can't speak on that. Here, unfortunately, we don't have too much flex fuel here. There's only one place that has it, and they don't always have it in stock. What I can tell you, though, is that the power with flex fuel is awesome. Of course, I am full bolt-ons. So full bolt-ons in this car. When I say full bolt-ons, exhaust, fuel pump, pretty much intake, what else, I'll drop pretty much everything that I have in the description. I can't think of it right now, but full bolt-ons except for header, no aftermarket turbo, just stock everything. But even with full bolt-ons, the car, if you saw my Pro Tune video, the car did hit 400 to the wheels, and then of course torque, which I understand is a pretty high number for this FA20. Torque was at about 380, 385. Same thing, those numbers will be in the description, or my previous video, I'll link that up there too. But definitely, consider flex fuel. The exhaust, I know most people, that's the first thing they do. The exhaust, makes it sound nice, things like that. That helps, with performance a bit, but I would definitely always go flex fuel over anything else for first mod. Outside of an access port. Access port, obviously, that's pretty standard. I would think most people would be aware to get an access port before tuning. Now, as far as any issues, within the past year, I have not run into any issues, except for one. The only issue that I ran into, pretty easy fix, but I can tell you about 2-3 months ago, so about 7 to 8 months after we installed everything and I was Pro-tuned, I did have pretty much one of my sensors, so my flex fuel sensor actually went out on me, which I guess is a pretty common occurrence. You can comment below if you've had the same issue, if you are Pro-tuned or if you're tuned on flex fuel. But it seems to be a pretty common issue. I could tell you when I went, and Cobb is very good about it. You reach out to Cobb, they work with you, they send you logs, or you send them logs so that they can verify that the sensor is in fact dead. Once they do, they went ahead and they actually sent me the new sensor for free, no charge. When they sent me the new sensor, I got it. I want to say I had the issue originally like on Saturday. I ran into my issue I got my sensor like on Wednesday of that week. So very quick. That's the only issue I've had. And again, that's something that I didn't even have to pay for. It was free. They pretty much replaced it for me. Now, let me go ahead and I'll show you pretty much, what I've done to the car and, just closing remarks. But yeah, and that's the only issue I've had. Definitely, if you are, and this is, not sponsored by anybody, but if you are looking for some new stuff, and you want to be tuned, I can always will suggest, if you're in the Northern California area or if you're in northern Nevada, I do always suggest, Snail Performance out of Auburn, California. Snail Performance is awesome. Travis definitely knows what he's doing over there. He's tuned a lot of my friends' cars, and we always send them back business. If anyone who here locally, if anyone asks me where I got tuned by, I always suggest Snail Performance. They hook you up with a reliable tune. Again, I understand a lot of people out there will tell you 400 and like 380 on torque is insane numbers. It's up there, definitely pushing the stock block. But I mean, again, if you're not pushing your car and you're not driving it like a madman anytime you go out, you shouldn't have any issues. Again, the only issue that I've had in the year that I've had this Pro Tune was with the sensor, which was replaced under warranty. They didn't charge me for it, no shipping, no nothing. They covered it all, and that was a 2-3 day turnaround. Simple as that. So again, I understand I don't put out too many videos. I just want to go ahead and give you guys a quick update on my 1 year mark, because 1 year ago today, to the date, is when I got it. And I will be shortly going out and getting more flex fuel. Again, it's not flex fuel, ethanol, E85. It's not something that we have too often, but when we come across it, we stock up on it. So yeah, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave any questions in the comment section. And as always, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like the video. Other than that, it's your boy Sergi J checking out, guys.